UK Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Our final round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is set to begin. It's great to have your company. I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem, and out on the course bringing all the action is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Beamer, your thoughts quickly here on Torrey Pines South. It is a big boy golf course, isn't it?
It is, and these players are in for a rude awakening because they've had some pretty simple golf courses up to this point. But this golf course, US Open venue, this is going to punch you right in the mouth. There's no holding back here. This golf course is flat out tough. One of the toughest tests these players will see all year long. It's usually damp. It's usually cool. The wind blows off the ocean. It is just all around not fun to play in. I'll tell you what, if you're playing well, you can really find out what you are doing well, and that will help you in the upcoming season a lot.
He finds himself at the top of the leaderboard. Torrey Pines South has a wonderful short par 4 coming right here at the second.
Yeah, a nice little ease into the round, isn't it? Fairway metal off the tee, driver really not needed, but this green can get a little tricky with 3 distinct tiers on it. Find the right one, and you could be finding an early birdie.
Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player is firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
And he's down there. You got a read?
This one is breaking left to right.
An opportunity to make a par here. And that puddle drop. Well done. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
I like it when they move this tee box up and it's only a wedge, because when they make it a 5-iron or more, this thing gets really difficult. Firm green, actually tilts away from you towards the ocean. This is a really difficult green to find.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. The 4th hole runs right along the cliffs here of La Jolla, and it's a very strong par 4.
Very picturesque, this 4th hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Oh, well, how about the concentration to pull that shot off? Okay, time to return to the action. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location. This one is going straight at it. Fantastic approach, right at it. Rose Zhang is having a word with her caddy after that shot. Not sure if it's related or not, but the rivalry seems to be heating up here.
And as we move to the next hole, our leader is ahead by a couple of shots. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 5th.
This is a difficult driving hole. Big, deep bunkers left and right that must be avoided. From there, the second shot plays a touch downhill green that tilts pretty good from left to right and back to front. It's a strong par 4.
19 feet to the cup. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
Ever so slightly, this one's going right.
Ooh. And this putt coming up for his par. Leading by 3 strokes now. The 6th hole's a really cool par 5. Once you get back up onto the top of the hill here, you want to try and take on the corner of this par 5.
Yeah, taking it down the right-hand side, it will seriously reduce this par 5, but you got to avoid the rough. It can get really nasty. From there, you could possibly run it up between all those bunkers. There's one low spot area on the left-hand side of this green that will come into play should you get your distance control a little bit wrong.
He's hit a good one, and that should help him save his par. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. That's a fast start if I've ever seen one, Rich.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
Over to 7 here at Torrey Pines South, Rich. A great par 4 that requires good positioning off the tee as well.
Lovely tee shot here. Just take it out those bunkers on the left-hand side and hit yourself a little baby fade. From there, you've got a green that sits above you slightly. Also chases away from you just a little bit, believe it or not. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score.
Should find the green here. Here's a chance to get up and down from the green side bunker. And back to the course with the live action. A birdie putt awaits. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
The 8th at Torrey Pines South is an uphill par 3. It can be a hole in one hole, or it can be an absolute brute to even find the green, depending on where that hole location is.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
It's just about 3 feet away.
This is for par.
And he's holding steady in first place after that one. The par 5 9th is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Lucas, is just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Just about 8 feet left to the hole. Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole. It's a lofty position this player has held all tournament, but what a buffer they've built with just 9 to play.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Will this stay on the cut stuff? Just barely snuck into the first cut. And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's full of confidence, and rightly so.
John, have you got a read on this one?
It's going downhill and to the right.
Oh, I don't mind this par putt. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Currently in first position. The 11th at Torrey Pines South plays downhill, but it's still a long par 3.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
And that will drop in for birdie. All right, that's now going to move him to 7 under for the event. Rich, in your opinion, is this the hardest par 4 on the entire West Coast?
If it's not, it's certainly top 2. The only other one that I could think that it would come close to is probably the 10th at Pebble, especially with the tee box all the way back there. You know, it's just, it doesn't have the scenery, but it has the demand that you can't geek a drive out there and expect anything good to happen, and you certainly can't afford really to have a bad iron shot either. It's just a strong par 4. Again, different look than what you have at 10 at Pebble, but it's the difficulty is just the same.
Currently 8 under for the tournament. All right, Rich, the par 5 13th. So much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Standing over his second shot. Atta boy, good shot. This putt is from 14 feet.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
And he's down there. You got a read?
I've got it going right to left here.
And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Over to 14 we go, a par 4.
And a really good par 4 once again. Dogleg from right to left. Those bunkers on the left, you don't want any part of them. And from there, the difficulty is judging the distance with your second shot. This is an infinite edge look from the fairway. So when it pins in the back section of this green, it's nearly impossible to judge the distance. This is a wonderful, wonderful design.
Just a short putt remaining here. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
Why are the straightaway par 4s the hardest ones? We have another one right here. It's just straight away with the drive, nothing fancy about it. You find the fairway and you're left with another long iron second shot. You got a front right bunker that should see plenty of action. The one on the left, though, that's a big no-no spot, as this green does tilt pretty good from back to front.
Lining up the birdie putt here. So close. Just 3 feet to the cup.
Nice little par putt here.
That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. Leading by 9 strokes after that one. Well, the finish at Torrey Pines South captivates everyone. It really starts here at the 16th, a par 3 playing across the ravine.
A long par 3, especially with multiple tee boxes that can be used. Green is a little bit of boomerang shape, especially back left. That's when things get really tight. But I must say, this is a wonderfully, again, designed par 3 that makes you think an awful lot.
And a par putt awaits him. Still in the lead now after that hole. The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in. Leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck. Well, that's a handy shot. Time for the second shot on the 18th.
Okay, aggressive play, going for it.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Here's a putt to finish his round with the clubhouse lead. This would be to finish off the day with a birdie. He sinks his final putt and with it grabs the clubhouse lead. That's good playing. But here comes the rest of the field looking to finish up their round. And Rich, that seemed like a leisurely waltz to victory, didn't it?
Didn't break a sweat on the way to victory lane. I gotta say, I love it. It was so easy and smooth. It was a work of art.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elving. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.